Now, there have been calls today for the government to accept full responsibility for the deaths and ill health of thousands of people who were given blood contaminated with HIV and hepatitis.
The long-running inquiry into the scandal is reaching its conclusion in London after hearing evidence from hundreds of victims, many from the south, including former pupils at Trelawn's School in Alton who were infected during treatment for haemophilia.
Lawyers have today called for immediate compensation and a full apology. Our reporter Rachel Hepworth has been at the inquiry and sent this.
Today has been significant because it's the day that lawyers have effectively begun summing up the evidence, all 4 years of it, and making recommendations regarding what's been described as the worst treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. Lawyers for the victims said today that it was a tragedy and a travesty that so many people had been infected with contaminated blood, many haemophiliacs, many children who have subsequently died, but also mothers who were given blood during childbirth and patients having routine operations. Well, it all happened, they say, because of cheap imports of blood products in the 1980s and early 90s, including some from US prisoners and drug addicts infected with HIV and hepatitis and given to unwitting patients. Thousands have since died or been blighted with ill health. And we've heard heartbreaking evidence about the stigma and isolation that patients have felt and the abuse that they received. Also as they tried to seek medical and financial support. Now, though, time, they say, is running out.
People are dying as we speak, and they need that confirmation that something has been done and will be done. So far, there's a lot of pious aspiration as to something which might be done. We need to move from that it might be done and we're sorry about it to doing it now quickly so that they, if they're going to die, will know that their lives haven't been totally in vain.
Well, among the victims were scores of boys who were infected during haemophilia treatment while they were pupils at the Trelawn's School in Alton. They in particular believe that doctors played Russian roulette with their lives. They say they need someone to be held accountable. At least 74 pupils out of 122 infected have since died. Well, the inquiry will be hearing evidence for another 3 weeks. Then Sir Brian Langstaff will report back later in the year. Around 4,000 victims have received some interim compensation, but there's been nothing yet for parents who've lost children, children who've lost parents or bereaved spouses. They say as a matter of urgency that this needs to be addressed.
Rachel Hepworth reporting there.